From Josh Duhamel learning a family lesson from his character,
successes I'd like to have in this business and achieve has always been kind of my thing.
to Andrew Horton dropping a major spoiler and Elena Kampouris overcoming her biggest fear. Hi, I'm Dylan. Let's go. Josh Duhamel, the superhero with the power set and morality of Superman. That's a lot to handle, right? Especially when you have quite a complex family situation. But more on that later. For Josh Duhamel, there were a few things he didn't expect to happen when he got the role. First of all, it was quite shocking for him to play a superhero at 48 years of age. I thought if I was ever going to do a superhero thing, it would have been 15 years ago, he commented to Men's Health. One of the things he had to do to play the Utopian was arriving at the set by 6 a.m. to have heavy makeup applied to his face. The thing is, his character has to be over 100 years old, and although he's aging slowly, he still has to look a bit older than Josh. So the actor needed prosthetic eyes, aging makeup, and a wig to transform into Sheldon Sampson. And more importantly, he had to change into a superhero who is adored by the public but has a not too favorable family situation. His daughter is rebellious and abuses substances, while his son wants to be like his dad. Being a father of a 7-year-old himself, Duhamel learned a valuable lesson from his character.
This show's about family, and it's about being there for your kids. And if you get too all consumed in your work and you're not there for the simple things in life, you might lose your kids.
Yeah, that's a wise thought. Josh's son is from his ex-wife, singer Fergie. They were together since 2004, separated over 3 years ago, but have remained close friends ever since. These days, the actor is dating model and beauty queen Audra Mary. Josh and Audra have been keeping their romance out of the spotlight, and if that's what makes them happy, so be it. Leslie Bibb. Let's move on to Sheldon's superhero wife, who acts as her husband's confidant and is never afraid of stating her opinion when it's opposite of his. Leslie Bibb was glad to play one of the most badass characters on the show, who is fearless and compassionate at the same time.
I love how self-assured she is. I like how independent she is.
When the actress was preparing for the role, she didn't look up to Wonder Woman or any other female superhero. Instead, Leslie found inspiration in real-life personalities. Amelia Earhart, Katharine Hepburn, and even Harrison Ford from Raiders of the Lost Ark were some of the people whose traits she used to create Lady Liberty. And to form the physical shape of her character, Bibb also had to have some makeup done. Surprisingly, she didn't need as much as her on-screen husband or some other characters. "We just showed my skin's flaws," the actress shared, and said that they'd only added a few wrinkles in a few places on her face. Add the gorgeous wig and she was ready to play a superhero. In real life, Leslie has been in a relationship with actor Sam Rockwell since 2007. They starred together in Iron Man 2, and at the time, were already a couple. A few years ago, while walking the SAG Awards red carpet, Leslie and Sam were asked about their secret to a long-lasting relationship. Their answer was communication, good sex, and a healthy sense of humor. But they aren't the longest-lasting couple from the Jupiter's Legacy cast. Keep watching to learn who's been together for much longer. Andrew Horton. This guy's main struggle is living up to his superhero father's expectations. And since he's a de facto leader of the younger generation of superheroes, he has quite a weight on his shoulders. Andrew Horton said that it all made his character quite an emotionally complex guy.
Brandon doesn't really know who he is because all he's ever been is in his father's shadow.
Of course, to play him, the actor didn't only have to read the comic book and research his character's personality, he also had to create what they call a superhero bod. As Andrew revealed on his Instagram, it took him 8 months to gain 10 kilos of lean muscle and boost his strength. That's a good result, isn't it? It's also interesting that Brandon's relationship with his sister Chloe mirrors the real-life relationship between the actors who played them. Since Elena Kampouris is a more experienced actress than Andrew, and we'll soon talk more about her, she helped him raise his performance on the set. And similarly, her character helped Brandon grow in the series. So there's nice little bleeds from real life to the screen, Horton commented. And if you're excited to see more of their relationship, here's a tiny spoiler for you. Jupiter's Legacy might get a second season. Andrew made it pretty clear in one of his interviews. I think it's going to come around pretty soon. As far as I'm aware, from Netflix higher up talks, he shared. While you're getting all excited about it, let's see what Horton is doing when he's not playing the Paragon. He doesn't share much about his personal life, but in one of his interviews, Andrew said that he met his girlfriend while studying at the University of Exeter in the UK. Looks like they're still together. Let's hope that he'll show her to us soon. Elena Kampouris. A rebellious young lady, it looks like she'll do anything to stay as far as possible from her superhero parentage. But although Chloe's life choices make her a hot mess, they are hers to make, and in many ways, they define her.
In her case, with her family, they're trying to kind of stifle her spirit and her free spirit and who she wants to be as forging her own path.
Elena loved playing her character and showing all sides of her, including the self-destructive one and the one that wants to help her brother. To prepare for the role, the actress had to read comic books and train to get into shape. We were doing like wushu, Filipino martial arts, Krav Maga, and all types of things, she shared, and added that it was exciting for her to learn all these things. And Elena even benefited from her character, as shooting some of her scenes helped her overcome her fear of heights. I eventually conquered it and I felt liberated. I felt empowered, she commented. Isn't that amazing? This talented young lady has a lot to show to the world, and it looks like these days she's mostly focusing on her career. Even her Instagram is mostly professional, with promos of her recent projects and behind-the-scenes shots. Some time ago, Elena was believed to be dating the Jumanji actor Alex Wolff after both of them acted in My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2. However, the rumors were never confirmed, and now Elena appears to be single. Mike Wade. Let's divert from the Sampson family for a bit and talk about this man, who's one of the most valued members of the union.
We're fighting for something bigger. We're not just fighting for justice and stopping criminals.
The actor behind this character shared with Digital Spy that it was important for him to show Fitz as a real human being. Any insecurities that we had before we acquired these powers, we still have them, Wade said. They don't magically go away. Due to that, the series doesn't deal with superhero issues, but human issues. And that's what makes it so interesting, right? Mike Wade doesn't have many credits in his filmography because he hasn't been an actor for very long. As he says, he was bitten by the acting bug while in college. Then he went to work in a corporate environment but left after some time and decided to pursue acting full-time. It was the right decision for him because he landed the superhero role quite soon afterwards. Mike doesn't talk much about his personal life, so we have no idea if he's dating anyone. But we do know more about his other co-stars, so stay tuned. Ben Daniels. Coming back to the Sampsons, let's talk about Sheldon's brother.
There's a lot of gristle there that develops somewhat over the years, as we see by the end of the season.
He's been one of the union leaders, but the season 1 finale showed another side of his in an unexpected plot twist. I don't want to give out any spoilers if you haven't seen the end of the series yet. Let's just say that Ben Daniels, the actor behind Brainwave, shared that the twist was almost scrapped. The writers considered moving it to the first episode of season 2, but then everyone realized that it had to happen sooner. The more it went on, the more you knew you needed it right at the end of that show, Daniel shared. What do you think about this surprising twist? Was it unexpected for you, or did you know it would happen? Share in the comments below. When it comes to his personal life, Daniels is quite open about it. He's homosexual, and he's been in a relationship with actor Ian Gelder since 1993. Yep, they are the longest-lasting couple in the show's cast. Gelder has appeared quite a lot on TV. You could see him as Kevan Lannister in Game of Thrones, as well as many other TV shows. And now, let's move on to the character with whom Ben Waltz had a very strange dynamic within the series. Matt Lanter. For the actor behind him, this guy is a wild combo of Tony Stark, Jack Sparrow, and Paul Newman. Well, he is quite a controversial character. He was one of the founding fathers of the Union, but at some point down the road, he became a villain. Matt Lanter shared with Screen Rant that he liked George's magnetism very much, and the actor found it awesome that he divided the audience into 2 parts. Those who considered him a bad guy, and those who thought that he was doing the right thing.
George feels like he's on the outside of wanting to be a part of the family and kind of never can be.
Share in the comments below what you think about this character. In real life, Lanter is not that controversial. Well, he's just a good guy, in fact. He's been in a relationship with Angela Stacy for over 10 years, and they've been married since 2013. The happy couple has a daughter together. They often post their family pics on Instagram, where they all look very happy. Isn't it sweet? If you liked this video, watch another one we made about the cast of Love and Monsters. And stay awesome!